Hey, what up everyone, this is MandoAllDay back with another video. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys where to farm for Odin Marks and what's the place way to do it and how to do it. So right now I'm just going to show you, I have around 727 Odin Marks right now. So again, this is just me showing you how to farm and get these easily without doing, raids and anything. So for a couple things we want to look at is on the bottom left on the health section where it says you indicate your health. On the bottom left, if you're watching this video, just keep an eye on that because the way this method works is you have to be in X defense, and well, there's a couple of things. One, you have to do X defense. I suggest doing it in a party of 5. And 2, you have to have combination points. Okay, because not combination points, combination boost. Because with the combination boost, the way it works is for every boss you kill in X defense, you gain I think 5 or 6 Odin Marks. But you have to make sure you have the 5 stacks. What I mean by that is this: is for the combination boost. If you were to get one right now and activate it, you will get one stack of combination boost for 30 minutes. And so what you have to do is you have to purchase 5 combination boost and activate them all at the same time. That way you gain 5 stacks. And then when you gain 5 stacks, hence why you get a lot of Odin Marks. So every kill you get, every time you kill a boss, you get 5 or 6 Odin Marks. But make sure, I highly recommend at least having a 1 hour of 5 stacks of combination boost. That way you can get the full benefit. So in case you go over the 30 minutes of the combination boost, at least you have 1 hour. As you can see right there, I have 6, that's 12 Odin Marks right there, when it took me about less than 30 seconds to do. So again, if you're watching this, this is pre-recorded, I'll let you know, but if you're watching this, again, the best way to do it is every time I kill an enemy, just look on the bottom right next to my health section, my health indicator. It'll be gold, and it'll indicate how many Odin Marks I obtained. So again, right now, watch. I'm gonna kill MODOK, and you're gonna see Odin Marks right there. Look, 6, 12, 18 right there. And then the other boss right there, that's another 6, that's another 12, just right there. And it indicates right next to the health. So again, first thing you want to look at is, the first thing you want to do is get in a party of 5 and do X defense. And now obviously too, make sure you have the 5 stacks, minimum of 5 stacks of the combination boost, and at least have a duration of 1 hour. Meaning that if you were to get a combination boost, make sure you have at least 6, because the way it works is if you activate per combination boost, each one is like 30 minutes duration, but after you stack 5 times, then the duration will extend every 30 minutes. That's why you need 6. So for instance, the max stacks is 5, so if you activate 5 combination boosts, you gain your maximum stacks. And if you activate another one, then increase the duration by 30 minutes. So my suggestion, and you can see right there again, Odin Marks, but my suggestion is at least have 1 hour of duration of the 5 stack combination boost. That way, if you're doing X defense and it takes a long time, or it takes you longer than you expected, at least you have the 5 stacks and for an hour, so that way you can benefit from doing X defense. So again, it doesn't have to be a special event or anything. I've been doing this for quite a while, and honestly, this is the method that I use for me to get Odin Marks. And it takes about 45 minutes. You can get around 1,000 Odin Marks, maybe more, maybe less, depending on the boss and enemies you fight. And I say that because there's one time where I think we were on X defense for about 30 minutes, and I was able to obtain more than, I think, like 1,100 Odin Marks. And again, same thing, same amount of boost, but the reason why we got a lot is because the bosses that we fought, there was multiple bosses. And in this particular video that you're watching right now, that's pre-recorded, I think we faced multiple times the dupe. And when I would notice, every time you have the wave where you defeat the dupes, like 7 or 6, they don't drop Odin Marks. So the best enemies is when you have like 6 enemies, or at least minimum 4 or 5. Like for instance, right now there's 4 enemies right now. So there's Sinister, so you have to defeat Sinister, Wolverine, Cyclops, and Colossus. The best one is Doom, because once you get Dr. Dooms, there's 6 of them, and if you multiply it, and if you get 5 Odin Marks per enemy kill, if you do the math right there, there's 6 times 5 is 30. That's 30 Odin Marks with the span of maybe not even a minute. So again, this is just a video just showing you guys how to get Odin Marks very easily. Just make sure you have the boost and just get in a party. Go to the look LFG tab or the look for group tab. Just put on there looking for group or invite X defense Odin Mark, Odin Marks farming, and I've done it before. Even the players that I'm playing with right now, they didn't even believe me until they tried it, and they're like, oh, okay. Now they're kind of, I guess you would say they're addicted to X defense now, because that's the best way to do it. And I'm gonna let this video, the video is pretty long, it's like 45 minutes long. I'm trying to edit it down towards the end a little bit, but again, I'm not gonna edit it because I want you guys to fully see that I am telling the truth, and I am showing you guys that you can get a lot of Odin Marks. And in this particular video, or in this particular session, we'll just look right now, defeating Morlock, and you see when you kill Morlock, is going to drop Odin Marks right there. There you go, 6, 12, 18, just that one boss, and doesn't even include the other bosses. And that's another 12 right there, Odin Marks, just to prove it to you. So what I'll do is I won't edit the video at all, and I'll let the video keep going. That way you guys can see it for yourself that you can get Odin Marks, X defense, and X defense is the best way to do it. And plus, this is a good way to level up your legendary AD. So yeah, again, this is just a little, some little advice and pointer, or not pointer, but tip in terms of getting Odin Marks. The really good, fast way to do it. So that's it. So the next portion of this video is my Q&A. This will be my Q&A number 3. I'll just be answering just one question. I mean, I got a couple questions I've been asked, but I figured I'll just answer one question because it's a very interesting topic going on right now, especially in the forums, and that is the release of the console for the game, which will be Marvel Heroes Omega. And so when someone asked me, what are my thoughts with Marvel Heroes Omega, what do I think of it so far? And so, to be honest with you, I'm happy for those console players who've been waiting for this game to be in console. Congratulations, here it is. I mean, I've said it before last year, in mini post that it's going to come to console. I mean, as soon as they released the Xbox 360 controller key bindings, like I think maybe mid last year, it was obvious that they were going to do a console port. So congratulations, I'm happy it's going to be making it, because it means the game is going to be expanding, and there's going to be new players and new customers for Gazillion, for the developers. If you don't know who Gazillion are, Gazillion is the developers. So overall, I'm happy for that. But I will admit right now, I am a bit concerned. Not because of the console thing, it's just because what it seems to me, and I'll explain my reasons behind this, but what it seems to me that they're going to be not supporting PC, or they're going to be dropping PC and sticking to console. I mean, it's not guaranteed, but I'm just putting out there. Now I'll explain my reasons why. And the reason is so is because is that in the forums, and I'll link it in the description below, in the forums they mentioned that, oh yeah, they're going to still continue supporting PC and so forth, but they didn't give specifics how they're going to support PC. Because it's one thing to say, yeah, we're going to support PC, but they didn't give description, and people have been asking in the forums. And again, I'll leave it in the comment section. Not the comment section, but in the description below, the link to the forum. And honestly, there's so many people asking specific questions like, what about this? How are you guys to support it? And they don't even answer those questions. And the only response so far that I've seen, I mean, they might have answered it right now, but the ones I've seen is, according to our CEO, that PC will continue to be supported. But the question is, how? How is the PC going to be supported? And the reason that's important to know is because, and I'll explain why, because, and it's unfortunate, and it does happen many times, but many companies will lie and twist words. I'm not saying Gazillion is, I'm not trying to hate, I'm not trying to start anything, I'm not trying to start rumors, that's not me, but I am a firm believer that your actions speak louder than the words. And so with that said, when there was a post on there from one of the employees saying that the CEO has stated that they will continue supporting PC, which just sounds great, but ask yourself, how are they going to support PC? Think about that. Like, they didn't mention in terms of how or what exactly, they just said continue to support PC. And so my interpretation with that is by them saying that, means a lot of things. It can be interpreted in so many ways. It can be interpreted in the sense, yeah, they're going to continue supporting PC, bringing new content and everything. Or it can also mean that they're going to continue to support PC by them providing the servers for us to continue playing the game. See what I mean? They weren't specific, and then many people have been asking, questions, and they've been indirect. They haven't been answered any questions specifically. They're answering it in a very vague way, and so to me, that's kind of a red flag. Like, I'm worried about that, because it seems to me that what they're doing is they're going to if the console release does very well, which I think it will and has potential, but if the console does very well, then most likely they're going to be dropping PC and stick to console. Again, that's if the console does very well and makes more money for them, then yeah. And it's unfortunate. I know some people are not going to like that. Anyway, I would definitely like that. And I know some people are not going to like me saying that. But again, actions speak louder than words, and they haven't answered that question or those questions. And also too, by them stating they're going to support PC, it doesn't mean anything. And I'll give you another example. And I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but hey, let's be real here. When the Nintendo Switch was about to be released, Nintendo, even, I don't know his name, but he is like the Nintendo America, I don't know his name, but he even stated in an interview that one of the biggest flaws for Nintendo Wii U was that they didn't have a third-party support or support AAA games by third parties like Call of Duties and Battlefield and so forth. And so that was the biggest flaw. And so he said it himself too in this interview that the Nintendo Switch was going to be supporting third-party games and AAA games. Okay, and it sounds great and all, but I'll let you think about it for a second there. He said that Nintendo Switch will support third-party games and AAA games. I'll let you think about that for a second. Okay, it sounds great, but what is missing in that statement? They say which games they're going to support, which AAA third-party games they're going to support. What I mean by that is they say what kind of games, like current AAA games like Call of Duty, Infinite War, Battlefield 1 AAA games. Did they mention old AAA games like Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Elder Scrolls, or did they mention any future AAA third-party games such as Call of Duty, whatever the next one is, Battlefront 2, Battlefield 2, whatever? See what I mean? Like, they didn't get specific which kind of games, which third-party AAA games. And so, to me, if your console, if you admit the truth that your previous console lacked AAA games and your newest console is going to be supporting AAA games, wouldn't it be smart to promote that your new console will be supporting AAA games and for future games? In which I've seen many reviews. I've seen many people interview before the Nintendo Switch came out. And people were Nintendo, staff and saying it's going to support AAA games, and a lot of these interviewers and asking them all, they've asked questions, but no one really asked them specifically like which AAA games, current, past, or future, or all three. And so that concerns me. And so not even a statement from Nintendo, or maybe they did, I don't know. I haven't checked yet, but from last I checked, they didn't really state which AAA games. And so, and the reason I bring it up is because it's similar to the Marvel Heroes support PC. Yeah, they're going to support PC, but how are they going to support PC? Are they just going to update it, meaning they're going to get patches, like, oh, there's a glitch, patch it? Because technically speaking, that is supporting a game. Do they mean by supporting PC, meaning that they're just going to, support the servers for us PC players to play the game and that's it? Or do they actually mean they're going to support PC by them actually giving us new content, new raids, new bosses, new everything? See, so that's why that statement, how they said it, support PC, it doesn't really answer questions. And I guarantee you, like about 80, maybe 90% of the people, if it's, again, I could be wrong. They could be supporting PC like crazy, but just based on that statement, it's very vague. Now, if Gazillion is true, then they are going to support PC, like going to give new content, then my advice to Gazillion, if they ever watch this, which I highly doubt it, but if you truly are going to be doing that, supporting PC to the max with the new content, new chapters, new bosses, and so forth, then my advice is to to crown up crowd control and make everyone more calm. Is just put that in the form, put it on the yes. So we will continue supporting PC by providing new content such as bosses, terminal chapters, yada yada yada. And I guarantee you, if they did that, people will be less concerned about the whole console. Because right now, like for me, I'm happy for the console players But for us PC players, or for us players right now, I'm a bit concerned because, like, from the gameplay that I've seen, I mean, the UI is way different. There's a lot of things that are different, which is cool. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure they have to do that because console is different than PC. I understand that, but when they posted about the console release and the Q&A, such as answering certain questions like will your account be transferred from PC to console and all that stuff. When they mentioned that, oh yeah, PCs will still continue to support PC, and then you get specifics, and people have been asking multiple times for specifics, and they didn't answer them. Again, I'm a firm believer of you actually speak louder than words, and so that to me is a little shady. I could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong, which I'm hoping I am. Trust me, because I've invested a lot of money in this game, a lot of time. So I could be wrong, and they could be supporting it to the max. But I mean, if they are planning to do that, then at least tell your customers, so that way your customers can essentially just shut up and just calm down. Because right now, the comments, the responses, and the questions that people have been asking is very repetitive. It's very the same thing, which is specific. They're asking specific questions, and gazillion staff members just answer very vaguely, or they answer with a question that makes sense. And so that doesn't look good. And again, I don't know about you guys, but to me, if you ask someone a question and then they don't respond directly or they don't answer it, it's just, I don't know about you, but to me it's like a red flag. What are they trying to hide? So that's my thoughts on the whole console Omega. I mean, I'm happy for the console players, but at the same time I'm concerned because, again, the way they handled it is terrible, very terrible, and the fact that they haven't even provided new content and everything seems rushed. I don't know, it seems like they could possibly be jumping shift from PC to console. I mean, and I know what I'm about to say, people are going to hate me for this, but let's be real here, it's business. At the end of the day, it comes down to money and business, and if Gazillion wants to stay as a company and still have employees and staff, they have to think financially. And so to me, if I was Gazillion, then, and if the console releases make some more money, then definitely I would drop, I would definitely drop PC. And to me, I think they might even do that, and I'll explain my reason why. Because here's my theory, and again, I could be completely incorrect, and I'm hoping, trust me, I'm really hoping I'm wrong. And if I am wrong, you guys can come back to this video, thumb it down, and just comment saying, yeah, Marty, you're wrong, and I'll be like, yeah, I was wrong. Which is, if I am wrong, that's good. It means that us PC players can still play this game. But my theory is that I think they are planning to drop PC and stick to console. And here's why. Because one, here's my little hints. So one of the first thing I noticed that when they released when they posted about the console release, and they answered a couple questions, and they said that no, your PC account will not transfer to console, and that for the console they'll only be releasing 38 characters or something like that. That to me was already not a red flag, but it made me start thinking, like, what are they trying? Why not all 62 characters? Okay, and then when I started seeing more posts about them, like as I mentioned, like they're answering specific questions and everything, and I started putting things together. It just clicked on me, and I kind of have an idea what they're doing, and I think that what they're doing is they drop PC, and this is why. Because, and if someone else said it in the forum post, saying that yeah, PC players basically are the guinea pig, we are the beta testers, and then console gets the final product, and I think that's true, and this is why. Because again, you gotta think financially. So what I'm about to say, ethically, morally, it's not correct, but in terms of financially, it's probably the best. In terms of making money, they are hitting a home run. Here's what it is. So in the console release version, they're gonna be releasing 38 characters. Let's just say it's 40, just for the sake of this example. Let's say it's 40, right? So they're gonna release 40 characters to the console. Currently, there's 62 playable characters. Okay, that's 40, 62, that's 22 characters missing. All they have to do, Gazillion, is, because right now all their employees are sticking to transferring this game from PC to console. All they have to do personally is maybe do 50% of their staff can work on transferring of the game from PC to console, and the other 50% can work on making new content. And I think that's what we're going to do, and this is why, again, because one, think of it like this. Let's say the game has 40 playable characters released this month. Or actually, it releases in May, just an example. And if the game releases in May with 40 playable characters, all they have to do is 50%, like I said, 50% of the employees are working on from PC to console. All the characters are already done already. Think about it right now. There's 62 characters. They're all playable. The talents, powers, and trades are completed. The cosmic items are completed. The animations are completed. The voice acting, everything's already been completed. All they have to do is transfer from PC to console. And so business minded, what they can do is release a new character every month and charge like $5 for that character. That includes the hero, that character's stash, maybe a fortune card and a boost, and an extra costume for $5. Okay, think of just pretend they release next month in May, and the month after that they can release Venom and sell it for $5, and that includes, as I mentioned, right? That's basically a month. Every month has a new character. Okay, and now, as I mentioned, there's 62 playable characters right now. If they release 40, just pretend there's 40 characters released in the console, you do the math, that's 22 characters left. If they release a new character every month, it means 22 months. It's almost 2 years. It gives them almost 2 years for them to develop new content, such as new chapters, new characters, new team-ups, new costumes, whatever. See what I mean? And the good thing about this is that they don't have to spend so much time in terms of getting a voice actor, animation, everything. Everything's already completed right now. Like literally, all the 62 characters right now are playable. All they have to do is transfer to console, in which that's why they didn't do it all 62. Because if they did all 62, that's terrible for business. So they're doing little by little, so that way they can milk money and make more profit. And I'm not hating for them. I mean, that's a smart decision. Like business, if you think business-wise, that's perfect. And I have a feeling they're going to be doing that, because if I was Gazillion, if I was a CEO and I wanted to make more money, I would definitely do that. Because that's how you do it. You release a new character every month, and what that does is it causes like a ripple effect. Meaning that, for instance, if the game comes out next month, like the example I've given, 40 characters, out of all the players that actually try it out, some will say no, I don't like it, perfect. Others were going to be like maybe, and then the players who do like it, they're going to stick with it. But the players that are in maybe, what they're going to do is that if they notice a pattern that there's going to be a new character added every month, then there's a likelihood of that those players that were kind of like iffy about it, there's a high percentage chance that those players will stick with the game even more, and aka pay more for new content, for the new characters, and give more money to Gazillion. Why? Because if you're playing the game, and if you notice that there's always new updates and new characters every month, wouldn't you want to play that game and continue playing and paying for that game because of the new content? See what I mean? So it seems like that's their target audiences. They're going to get characters, they're going to get players or customers that don't like the game right away. You know, because there's three different types of customers. Customers that just say no. Customers that are like in defense. They're like maybe, and there's customers that yes, they like this game. The customers that say no, there's no turning back getting those. But the customers that are iffy, that's their target, because that way they can get 2/3 of the customers who actually at least tried this game, and that's a really good high percentage. So, to me, I have a feeling that's what they're going to be doing. Release, a character every month. If I was Gazillion, I would do that. Release a character every month. That way they can milk it, make more money, more profit, and meanwhile gives them an extra 2 years for them to develop a new character, new costumes, and everything. Because if you can't create new content in the length of 2 years, then that just tells me that you're definitely not working and you're just basically taking more money. But I highly doubt it. I'm pretty sure that they're going to be doing that, because if, let's just say, give an example. Let's just say they are going to support PC, but they're going to be focusing on, they're going to focus on as well as, releasing new content for the console. That means that they have to have their employees create something brand new, meaning a brand new hero with brand new animations, with brand new voiceover and everything, all that. And you think they're going to be able to do all that brand new content for PC, while at the same time transferring content from PC to console, and as is, they're already a small company. See what I mean? Like, do you see the pattern here? Like, it's almost, I don't say impossible, but it's going to be so difficult for a small company as is to bring in brand new content while still not adding, but transferring from PC to console. You see what I mean? And then if they did that, where they try to, you know, bring new content to PC, meanwhile transferring content from PC to console, then it's gonna be so difficult to satisfy the PC players, because the PC players are gonna be like, well, we want more content. And then if they release something somewhat new, they're gonna, you know, it can be a hit or miss. And if it's a miss, PC players are gonna be like, well, why this? Why come it sucks? This and that. See what I mean? And I've heard too that apparently they hired another company who they outsourced the console release, which could be true. It could be true. They could have done that. But if they did that, then how come they haven't released any new content for PC? If they truly outsourced, you know, this game to another company to transfer from PC to console, then why the hold up on a lot of new stuff for PC then? See what I mean? It's like if you hire a contractor to remodel your home, that should mean it gives you time for you to do something else. So to me, again, that I don't think they actually. Again, I don't know if it's true or not. Someone, I think someone posted on there on the forums that they outsourced and they hired another company to do the transferring from PC to console. And I actually don't believe that, because if that's true, then how come Gazillion hasn't, you know, how come they haven't updated us or actually, you know, answered questions, you know, with more, you know, not vaguely, just be honest and upfront. So again, to me, it's all by actions, and to me, it seems like that's what they're planning on doing, is just dropping PC and just make them some kind of random excuse like, oh, due to budget, or, you know, it's very difficult for us to announce this, but yada yada. It's gonna be, if they plan to do that, I mean, I could be incorrect, I could be wrong, but I have a feeling they're gonna be doing that, and I hope I don't discourage anyone. I'm sorry, I apologize, but again, I'd rather be honest and upfront. You know, I'd rather be hated because I'm honest than be loved because I'm fake. And so to me, that's what seems like they're doing. I mean, think about it for a second. There's everything I mentioned, that in terms of business, if console makes them more money, then yeah, definitely why continue supporting a PC, which they're going to be complaining multiple times, like, oh, it's delayed, we need new content, it's not that great, when all they can do is drop that PC. They have the content, they have a bunch of content as is. All they have to do is maybe have like maybe 40% or maybe less than that, 30% of their staff focus on transferring PC, the remainder of content to console, and then the other staff can just focus on new content. That way, in a year from now, or once they get close to reaching that, you know, 60 playable characters in console, then they can start releasing new chapters and everything. You see what I mean? So I think what they're doing is just doing little by little. That way they can just give them time for them to build and, you know, build new stuff and create new stuff. That way they can do it in a nice pace. And yeah, so as opposed to right now with PC, because I know if they were to release new content, I highly doubt it's going to be something big. I highly doubt it, because right now it seems like their main focus has been just the console and trying to get settings, trying to get everything squared away. And that to me seems like that's where they're trying to. That's their goal, is leaving PC and sticking to console. They have all the content there. Like literally, they have a bunch of content. And from what I can tell, I think 70% of the content being released to console is like, the amount of content being released to console is like about 70% of the PC content, if that makes sense. You know, and then people have been saying, oh, how come it's not being transferred from, you know, how come I can't transfer my PC account to console? It's, again, it's business. You can't, if a company did that, that's really, I mean, that's ethically, morally speaking, yeah, it's great. Don't get me wrong. It's great. It's a good thing to do. It's a good deed, but you have to think business. You have to think money. You also gotta understand that Marvel is owned by Disney, and I'm not trying to, you know, say anything bad about Disney, but Disney's a company, and the company needs to make money in order for them to survive. So you have to think business. Why do you think they're making so many Marvel movies? They're cool and all, but let's be honest. At some point, I don't want to see, you know, comic book movies. I want to take a break from that. I want to see original, brand new movies like the movie Split, Get Out. You know, movies like that where it's like brand new movies that's completely original. And yeah, so again, you have to think business. And so my advice to you guys, if you're watching this, if you're a newer player, my advice is continue playing the game, support the game, and enjoy it as much as you can while it lasts. I mean, again, I could be completely wrong, which I'm really hoping that I am wrong. But at the end of the day, it seems like they're going to be doing that, but I'm hoping I'm wrong. But if you're a new player, don't worry, just keep playing. You have a long way to go. If you're a player that has about half the roster, same thing for you. Just keep playing, enjoy the game. If you're a veteran player, then I would say just enjoy what we have left, so to speak. Because I mean, if you're a veteran player, you have all the characters. Like myself, I have all the characters. I have about pretty much all the team ups, and I've done basically everything here. I'm just at a point where I'm like, you know. But I do play time to time. I do play with my subscribers, so don't get me wrong. But yeah, so my advice is, if you decide to spend money, would I recommend it? Honestly, if you have the urge to spend money, I would say, I would say hold back, maybe not spending too much. But if you have the urge and you really want to support the game, or you really want to get something, then maybe spend about $10 max. Again, I'm not trying to be mean or trying to discourage anyone. That's not my intentions. But until I am proven wrong, until my theory is proven wrong, and Gazillion is going to support this game with new content, new updates, new bosses, raids, characters, costumes, and everything. If they were to release that tomorrow, then by all means continue playing the game. I'll support this game even more. I mean, I already supported this game a lot, spent a lot of hours, and spent a lot of money. I mean, just to give you guys an example, I mean, I've bought the mega pack, I think that's what it's called, which includes all the characters and their stashes, and I think costs about $200. I bought the team up pack, the deluxe edition, which included, it was the pack where you gain Carnage as the team ups. It was all team ups, and I got the deluxe edition, which is like I think $79, and also bought the advanced pack, which included Green Goblin, Nick Fury, and all that. When I got the deluxe as well too, which is another I think $79, and I bought a bunch of fortune cards and stashes. So if you do the math there, I spent a lot of money in this game. And again, I'm the type of person who's willing to support a company that's willing to provide good content and then continue supporting the content. And so I'm up for that. Hence why I play another game as well too that I've been spending money on, which is Warframe, and then which I'll be definitely making videos for Warframe. I think it's another great game as well too, and it's free to play. Literally, it's free to play. Everything's free. I'll be making a video kind of showing you guys what certain things do in the game. So I'm not an expert at it. I'm still playing the game, still trying to learn it because it's a lot of content. But again, I support that game as well too because the developers, it's all about, they're not perfect. No developer's perfect, but from what I've noticed, that they definitely support all three player base, which is a PC, Xbox, and PS, and I appreciate that from a developer who's willing to, support all three equally. But yeah, so in terms of this game in PC, again, I'm hoping I'm wrong, but based upon what I said, hopefully, put you guys, let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on this whole thing. I could be incorrect. Let me know what you guys think of, things I mentioned or my theory and why. I mean, again, as I mentioned in my theory, it's just, you're actually speaking out in the words, and by them answering specific questions or not literally just stating the truth, like, yes, we are going to support it, or just giving us, I don't want to say facts, but giving us details, and it's just, to me, it's the next question is, why are you hiding it? If you are truly going to support it, why? And again, my advice to anyone, and for the future, it's all about the specifics. So whenever you talk to someone says, "Oh yeah, I'll definitely do it," don't just take the word for it. Ask specific questions. I'll just give you an example. If you were to come up to me and be like, "Hey Mando, can you help me fix my car?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll fix it." And you drop off the car, whatever, and you come back tomorrow and you be like, "Hey Mando, did you finish it?" I can simply say, yeah, no, I haven't finished it. I said I was gonna fix it, but I didn't say when. See what I mean? You have to ask specific questions, like, okay, you're gonna fix your Mondo. Okay, when do you think it'll be completed? Tomorrow? You think you can complete it today, that we can pick it up tomorrow? You see what I mean? Same thing with the whole Nintendo Switch. Like the example I give the Nintendo Switch. Nintendo's been saying, yeah, we're going to support AAA games, but from what I've seen from interviewers, no one really asked them which AAA games. Like specifically, like, oh, you're going to support. Maybe they couldn't answer specific ones, like, oh, Call of Duty. But at least say, like, oh, are you going to support AAA games, like future AAA games, third-party games, or is it current or past? You know, it could be incorrect. I mean, from what the last videos I've seen, which is a while back, about Nintendo Switch, they just mentioned, you know, there's some interviews that mention, like, oh yeah, Nintendo Switch will support AAA games, but which ones? Because to me, it's like, what's the point of, you know, I don't want to rebuy or replay a game that I played years ago, like Black Ops 1, you know, when I would want a new console to support newer games. Again, that's just my opinion, but to each their own. But yeah, this is my, let's two things in one. So this is my Odin Marks farming, how to get them. Again, just to reiterate, easy. Make sure you have the combination boost. Make sure you have 5 stacks and at least 1 hour if you decide to do this. And join a party of 5. That way you can do this easily. I highly recommend using the best character. That way it makes it much easier. If you have a character that has all blessings and everything all rolled perfectly, then it makes this defense much easier. And again, your mileage will vary in terms of how many Odin Marks you get, because if you're do X defense session and you get a bunch of those Dr. Dooms, then the likelihood of you getting at least 1,000 is really high, because from what I can tell, each one drops 6 Odin Marks, and Dr. Doom has 6 enemies. 6 times 6, that's 36 Odin Marks right there, one in the span of what, maybe less than a minute. So again, this is just my suggestion, my advice on how to get Odin Marks. This is how I personally do it. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully this is helpful for you guys in terms of farming for Odin Marks. Any questions, leave it in the comment section below. If you're interested in farming with me, because I do farm these on a regular basis, because just to give you guys a heads up. And so this is my Q&A number 2. As soon as I finish my build guide video, first thing I do is I sell my legendary to get 300 Odin Marks, and then from there I just go purchase a legendary 80, in which they cost 1,000 Odin Marks. And not only that, I bless each artifact, which is that's 400 Odin Marks. So I'm spending basically about 1,400 Odin Marks. So hence why I always farm, and to me this is the best way to do it. I've been doing this for a while. So yeah, and I do play Sundays. So if you are a subscriber and you want to add me in game and play, definitely feel free, add me. I don't mind. I would say just party invite me if I'm online. Just party invite me. You're more than welcome to. Just let me know where you come. Let me know if you party invite me. Just let me know. Oh, I want to be a subscriber or something, because there's times that people party invite me, and I'm just like, okay, like I don't even know who they are, and they just party invite me. So I'm like, okay, it's kind of awkward. But just let me know. And I do host raids on Sundays. So if you're a newer player and you want to just raid, and you want to just get the feel of it, again, I'm not too anal about it. I'm not picky. I'm not looking at your items and making sure you have like the best of the best. To me, it's like if you have a decent build, if you know your build and character, and you can manage your own, then to me you're good. So that wraps up again my Odin Mark farming guide. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And in terms of answering my Q&A number 3, which is, I know, one question, but I figured I'd really give you guys my honest opinion, my perspective on the whole console. Congratulations for your console players. I'm happy for you guys. You get your wish has been granted. I think it looks good. If you've never seen it so far, the gameplay, just Google YouTube search Marvel Heroes Omega IGN, and they have a little gameplay, and it looks pretty good. I'm actually impressed. The UI looks awesome. A lot of things are good, and I'm hoping they transfer some stuff from console to PC, but you never know. Based on my theory, which I highly doubt will happen, but again, it could be incorrect. But leave it in the comment section below. What do you think? Do you think I'm crazy and going, overthinking it? Which I possibly am overthinking it. If you agree with me or disagree with me, let me know in the comment section below, because I'm always interested to hear everyone's different perspective, different thoughts on it. But I do hope that I am wrong, and I do hope that this game will be continue to be updated and will be supported 100% for the future, because I really truly believe this game has potential to be as good as Warcraft, which I know people are going to hate me for me saying that, but it could be a game that can last for such a long time, but if done correctly. And yeah, this wraps up my Q&A number 3 and Odin Marks of farming or guide. I'll leave the video, keep playing, that way you guys don't believe that I cheated and edited it out. So again, I started with 727, I believe, Odin Marks, and at the very end I end with I actually don't remember, but at the end I think it's 1600 or something like that. So, but I'll leave it playing for you guys so you guys can see it and you guys don't think I'm editing and cheating. So yeah, on to the next one. It just died right now. But hopefully you guys enjoy this Q&A number 3. Again, if you have any questions for me to answer, leave it in the comment section below, or just if you're messaging me, if you're playing in game, or you just want to message me directly on YouTube, again, feel free to message me questions. I'm very honest up front about any questions. Just ask me if it's appropriate and if it's reasonable, but I mean, I'll answer it honestly and truthfully. So again, if you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a thumbs up, and hopefully yeah, so on to the next one. I'll see you guys, but I'll be uploading a new video Monday. Will be Angela, and then for Wednesday, you guys let me know what you guys think. Someone recommended Black Bolt and Magneto. I might have to give Magneto a shot. Black Bolt, I don't know, but I'll definitely give Magneto a look, but definitely Angela Monday. And yeah, this wraps up my Q&A number 3 and Odin Marks, guys. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video, the rest of the video, and have a good one. Bye bye.
Tell me somebody saw that.
You are powerful, Liliana, but you still have much to learn.
leaving something like this around.